Hello, I'm Liam Naden, Marriage and Relationships Coach, and welcome to the fourth of my power tips for saving and strengthening your marriage. Ideas, just quick ideas that you'll find really powerful to help you get back together in your marriage. And my fourth idea is very simple, and that is to focus on friendship with your spouse, not your marriage. Now, what I mean by this is, if you've been listening to it or watching any of my other power tips, you'll know one of the things you need to do, or the main thing you need to do, is you need to get that wall down between you and your husband or your wife. You need to get the communication happening again. You need to get them feeling better about you. You need to have the energy between you more positive than negative. And one way to do that is to simply go back to where you were before you became husband and wife, which I'm assuming is you were friends. Now, I'm not talking about the friend zone, which you might have heard about. I'll talk about that in a minute and what that really is. This is different. But imagine just going up to your husband or your wife, particularly if they're really antagonistic towards you, really cold towards you, and they want a divorce perhaps, and you don't, or you're just not getting on. Whatever you're doing is not working, is it, in your relationship? So imagine if you went up to them and you said, I really understand that you want a divorce. I accept that. But why don't we just at least stay friends? Now, what are you really doing there? What message are you sending to them? What you're really saying is, I'm not trying to resist you. I'm not trying to do anything that you want to do. But I am trying to just keep some nice energy between us. So let's just focus on being friends. Forget the marriage. And because, to be honest, you don't want the marriage as it is either, do you? So the place to start, to get that wall down, to get some communication flowing, is to have your spouse thinking and believing, and you believing, that you're just happy for now to start off being friends. So just try that. Say to them, let's just be friends. Let's just try and act like friends. That's the least we can do. If we have children, or for the sake of the past, or the sake of our sanity, let's just be friends. Let's not have negative stuff go on between us. Now, to do this, you need to think about what a friend does and what a friend doesn't do. What doesn't a friend do? A friend doesn't become a sort of a walking servant to the other person. So by you being a friend, it doesn't mean you have to do everything for them. And if they ask you to do things that you don't want to do, like pick up the children or do things that have you just running around after them, that's not being a friend. Being a friend is someone who listens, who accepts, who respects, who doesn't put pressure on, who enjoys their company. That's what being a friend is, and that's what you need to do. So that's my suggestion for something really powerful. Go to your spouse and say, I've been thinking about it and what you've said. I don't want to carry on the way we've been carrying on either, but let's just be friends. And then you go to work to be the sort of person they would want to be around as a friend. I hope you find this helpful. I think if you apply it, if you first of all really think about it and then apply it in the right way, it's going to make a big difference to the way you and your spouse relate. And of course, from the place of friendship, that's when you can start to rebuild some attraction. But you have to start off on a level playing field, as it were, where there's no resistance and no antagonism.